Back with another episode of Pottawattamie County Routes. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. Well, both shows today, both the Roots show here and also Morning Coffee. We have been featuring Pottawattamie Conservation, and today we are going to visit with Dana Kruse. He is the volunteer and facilities coordinator for Pottawattamie Conservation, and he's going to tell us about how you can volunteer. There's a cleanup day coming. He's going to tell us about that. And also, there's opportunities to help out in the park system all year long. So Dana Kruse will be our guest today on Pottawattamie County Routes. If you have a leak, a clogged drain, or if you're planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing has you covered with fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. They're locally owned, they are locally trusted, and they take pride in doing the job right the first time. Residential or commercial, big or small, when plumbing problems strike, call Waldstein Plumbing. Visit them online at waldsteinplumbing.com. And Service Master Restore by Schmader knows how hard it is to get back to normal if you have suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke. And I can also speak from personal experience that maybe it wasn't from a catastrophe. Maybe it was just something that you overlooked for a while, and now it is an issue. That's why you need to get a hold of Cindy Schmader with Service Master Restore by Schmader. She can come out, take a look, let you know exactly what you're dealing with and what the process is to get you back to normal. Give this number a call, 402-339-9911. Back in the studio this time, we are going to learn a little bit more about what's going on around the county park system. This is Dana Kruse, and he is with Pottawattamie Conservation. Thanks for coming into the studio. You guys are so busy, and you're so gracious with your time to come in and talk. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
You have let's start with the cleanup day that is coming up at the parks. I know that this is an opportunity for people to get out, take part in keeping things beautiful, and get a little workout probably at the same time.
That's right. You can go out on the trails. So on April 25th, it's a Saturday, we will be hosting our annual Dump Busters Day. And that allows people, you can sign up online to come out and pick up trash on all of our trails. We and also the ski hills as well. So we open up all those areas. People come in, they grab their trash bags, they trounce through, pick up trash that have been left in the trails and ski hills, and then we weigh it. And the person that collects the most trash in the day wins a free pass for a park pass for the year.
Wow. That's actually a really good deal. I'm thinking, let's see, my park pass is up at the end of May, so this is the time to get out there and do that.
Get out there and take a hike with the bag.
So how many times a day during that day do you hear, what's wrong with people? Because they're just seeing all of the trash that gets left out there.
You get it for everybody that comes back with a bag of trash. Yeah. They'll say, I can't believe people are throwing plastic cans out and plastic bottles and candy wrappers and left out in the park. So
this is how that doesn't continue to accumulate, though, because I'm sure that you've been some places, and I've seen them too, that this type of event doesn't happen, and it can almost become unusable. So it's really great that this program exists. And when you bring somebody out with a bag to pick up trash, they kind of feel a little bit like they're part ownership of this. So when they come back out, it's going to be very much in the front of their mind. No, we're not leaving trash out here.
Yes, people are proud, and they like to come out and show their support by picking up the trash, and they do feel good that they are helping us out. At the same time, like you said earlier, they're a little astonished that some people do it, but at the same time, they take ownership, and they come out and they pick it up, and they do feel good about what they're doing.
Why do you think that the volunteer level is so strong with Pottawattamie Conservation? Because I see a lot of people get involved with it, and it's the amount of folks that I see at Hitchcock when I'm hiking, or that I see, over at Botna Bend just going for a stroll, and you can tell they take pride in having these parks here. Do you have any idea where all of this came from, or why it is that we have such a strong support?
That is a great question. When I started 5 years ago, we were averaging about 3,000 to 5,000 hours of volunteer service in the year. Now we are up over 11 and 12,000 hours of volunteer service through the year from individuals and groups coming out and helping at our park. That growth comes basically, I think, from repeat volunteers, because how well our staff treats them. I think Chad will come and he gives talks to school groups about the importance of our park and our Les Hill soil and what it's all about and why we do what we do. And that starts instilling a sense of wanting to help more, and letting those kids come out and they get, I want to come back and continue this service.
I remember the first time you're talking about Chad Gravy, and the first time I got to interview him, and he's going to be on the show later this week, by the way. I asked him when we were done with the interview, I said, boy, you just must do a lot of these. He said, no, this is my first one. And he reminded me, you're going to be the generation like I am that would remember this reference. But you remember when Jack Hanna used to show up on Johnny Carson?
Oh, yeah.
That's how that interview went. He was so relaxed and so informative and so personable that I thought, yeah, you have the exact right job. And
Yeah.
and I think that Pottawattamie Conservation is very good at that. That they have plugged the right people in the right places, and that's one of the reasons it works so well.
I agree with that. Yeah, there are great people out there. I worked in a very um, uh, competitive retail market for 40 years, and to go out after I retired and start working part-time for the parks, to meet these people is unbelievable, and they are in the right place at the right time.
An opportunity for people to be a part of that outside of just the cleanup day that's coming up. I know there's always something going on, and if people want to volunteer, you can find a place for them.
Yes, we do some major projects like the dump busters, and on June 6th is National Trails Day. We will be advertising groups to come out and work shifts, 2 different shifts that day, to work on our trail maintenance. But outside that, there's always work to be done. I just stress to people that reach out to on our site. My email's out there. They contact me. If you have a group or an individual that wants to come and volunteer, we will find something for you to do. There's always something to do, whether it's excuse me, log splitting, because we heat our building there at Hitchcock with wood. Plus, we use a lot of firewood for our campers and all of our parks. So, and we're constantly working on our landscape and taking trees out so we can add more light to the surface of the forest floor, so all the native plants can grow. So, we utilize all that wood. So we have a log splitting group. Sometimes Chad will ask me, "Hey, can we get this built, or can this be tore down, or can we get volunteers to help with fencing?" There's always a project to be done. We can always find something for someone to do some work for us. In fact, this weekend I have a Girl Scout group coming out on the 29th. Weather permitting, I'm going to take them down to the Honey Creek Wildlife Area, and we are going to get our bags out, and we're going to pick up all the trash there that's been left over the last year or so.
Well, that's that's a really cool opportunity for young people to get out and get connected to nature. Some of my favorite memories of being a kid are all from being outside. Yes. And making those connections and Girl Scout troop coming up. And I know you've got other school groups they're always looking for, hey, because they'll contact you, right, and say, do you have something that we can do as a group?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I have an ROTC group that comes out every year from Omaha Bryan. I have a group from Brownell Tablet comes out every year. I've had other school groups from Tri-Center and St. Albert's and Underwood that have come out and done work for us. It's just all a matter of getting in contact with us, and we can find you a project. And like you said, instilling that sense of helping and volunteerism. So hopefully when these young kids start to grow and get in their adult lives, they continue that and continue that growth of volunteerism and giving it on to their children as well.
With the different people that come in from the county park system, and it seems like I always land back on a certain topic every time, but I think it's important to remind people that we have a very diverse county park system. And what I mean by that is each one is uniquely its own and provides a different experience over the other ones. And there's something out there for everybody, regardless of what type of experience they want to have. I mean, if it is the backwoods hiking, that's Hitchcock. If it is more of a family experience of being outside, that's going to be Arrowhead. Right. If you just want to get out to nature and see the bison and see the elk and kind of stroll through the prairie grass, that's Botna Bend. If you want the old school history, you're at Old Town over by Macedonia. And if you're looking for a really good place to have a family picnic, that's at the Narrows. And like I said, across the board with all of the parks, each is unique and really stands out on its own.
Yes. Yeah, I spend a lot of time at Hitchcock Park, but you are absolutely correct. Botna Bend, Arrowhead, and Narrows are great places to be and have time with your families. At Narrows, we also have a bow and arrow archery sites, so you can practice your archery, plus the sites to have your picnics and the playground, boat ramp to the river. It's an outstanding place. Old Town, as you mentioned, we have a lot of canoers go there and hang out and camp there because they can get right on the Nishnabotna and canoe. So in Arrowhead, like you said, great family place. We go out there, rent a cabin, go fishing and walk around. It's just a great place to be. In Botna, my grandsons love the bison and the elk, to go run around them and check them out.
Well, I told the story last year after it happened, but since it's on my mind, I'll tell it again. And I was at Botna Bend, and I'm just walking along the trail, and I end up going next to the bison. And there was a very young one that was kind of running away from me, and you could see its mother was eyeing me pretty hard and just kind of pacing along with that. Well, as I turn the corner and then I'm headed back towards the campgrounds and walking on that side of the fence, a big, giant bull bison, I don't even know what they're called, he walks over to me and he's not happy. And that was when I was very grateful that whoever put the fences up knew what they were doing. Yeah. Because suddenly I had this giant head like pushed right up against it, and he was letting me know, no, you're not. This is my place, not yours. Yeah. It was a very powerful experience.
When I had because they're powerful animals. Yeah. When you see them up close. Yeah.
So if someone wants to get involved and they want to be able to learn more about volunteering, or maybe they have a specific thing that they would like to volunteer for, what's the process? How do they do that?
Yeah, there's two processes you can go. You could go straight to the Pottawattamie County Conservation website. In there's a tab for volunteering. You can click into that, and my email will be there, and you can just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you. I'm very quick at returning emails for people that want to volunteer, because even I mentioned earlier we had over 11,000 hours of volunteerism this last year. It's not enough. There is work to be done, and what I stress to people is we are not a big staff. Every hour a volunteer puts in allows our staff to key on something that's very important to the park outside of fixing a fence or tearing down a building or something like that. So every hour that is given to us is just, it's needed. It's very much needed, and it really helps our staff out. So go to that Pottawattamie County Conservation site, click on volunteers, email Dana Kruse, and I'll get back to you.
It's just that simple. Get involved and be a part of what makes our county park system so special. Dana Kruse, thank you so much for coming in. I'm grateful for your time and for all of the hard work that you're putting in. You said you were retired. This doesn't sound like retirement. Actually, it kind of sounds like my kind of retirement, though. Yeah. When I'm finally done doing all of this, being able to be outside and do projects like this, I mean, it's got to be kind of fulfills your soul a little bit.
That's
I would
right.
think.
That's right. And thank you for having me today. It's great. It's been a great time.
Are you wanting to grow your business? Maybe bring new jobs and investment to Southwest Iowa? Advanced Southwest Iowa Corporation is the economic development organization for all of Pottawattamie County. Advanced connects entrepreneurs, innovators, and established companies with resources, incentives, and strategic support to launch, expand, and thrive right here in our region. From site development to small business programs and community partnerships, Advance Southwest Iowa helps build a stronger local economy. Visit advancesouthwestiowa.com to learn more and to get involved. And Primrose Retirement Community believes home should be a place of comfort, connection, and care. From personalized support to engaging daily activities, everything they do is designed to help residents live fully and confidently. At Primrose, that's their priority, to put the quality of their residents' care and daily needs at the top of their list each day and every day. It's not just about where you live, it's about how you live. Go to primroseretirement.com and then contact Jamie Bush at Primrose. Discover a place that truly puts people first. Thanks again, Dana Kruse, Pottawattamie Conservation, for joining us today. Get on out and volunteer. Help out at the parks, and I look forward to seeing you out there. My name's Todd Studer, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.